flags remain lit up here at the Orleans Arena. Two of them, of course, being Chiefs and Evil Geniuses. Evil Geniuses, Subi, they've already taken out one OCE team, sending Tainted Minds to the lower bracket. Sorry, CJ. Now can they do it again to the Chiefs and really be the OCE killers?
That is exactly what we're looking for, and for everyone out there that has doubted Evil Geniuses, that time has come to an end. They have made themselves known, and they are one of the best teams in North America.
I think the Chiefs said it best. I think it was the Chiefs who said, the performance we saw from the Chiefs day 2, no way that they repeat that here on day 3. If you're not up for day 3, you're never going to be up at all. I do think the Chiefs are going to absolutely bring it here. Both teams have their backs against the walls. Who you got here at the Orleans Arena? Chiefs, Evil Geniuses. Game 1 about to get underway. Both these teams, again, a lot to play for as we start day 3. Looks like we have just a little problem there. Looked like we didn't have Corrupted G in our lobby. The best things in life are all worth waiting for, so we might as well wait just a little bit longer.
And speaking of Corrupted G, that is going to be the key to success today for Evil Geniuses. Yesterday, he shot 45%. And if you watch the Chiefs, they allow a lot of shots on net. And with a guy shooting that good, game over.
You talk about Corrupted G as well. He leads everybody here at this LAN in Savior medals in this World Championship. Granted, they've also played more games than anybody else. They're about to play their 16th game. He's got 5 Savior medals among those 16 games. On the other side for the Chiefs, somebody other than Drippe has to step up. He's got more goals than his teammates combined.
Yeah, and for me, that has to be Torsas. I need to see more offensive production for him. He's been doing well on defense, but they need more shots on net. They need more aggression. They need something to push an offensive surge through, maybe some infield passes because they're relying on those corners a little too much.
We are replacing a dead controller. It seems to be the case for one of the players down on the stage, so we appreciate your patience. We will get into our first game as soon as we possibly can. Hey, that's why some players use keyboards, right? You don't have to replace those.
Hopefully not, but yeah.
I mean, usually you would not have to replace them. There are, 50 more buttons than there are on a controller, but hey, some players make it work.
That is a fact. There are more buttons on a keyboard than a controller. I love that you pointed that out because I didn't know that.
Really? You didn't know that? You got a keyboard sitting right there. This guy. Unbelievable. So again, we look at Chiefs and Evil Geniuses. Wouldn't expect a delay like this to throw anybody off, and now we are underway. Final match before we get to our winners final. And it's going to be Kami trying to pop over a couple here. Chiefs trying to take control early on. Again, it has to be a better performance than what we had yesterday from the Chiefs. They know that as well as anybody. Trying to get on the attack early on. It's Kami against Classics. Ball in front, but nobody's going to be able to catch up with that. Now Drippe will try his luck. He will try to center as well, taking his time. And a good challenge sends that out to midfield.
And one thing the Chiefs have proved time and time again is they can hang with the best in the business. Yesterday, knocking down NRG, then falling to We Them Girls, one of the best that there is, but they can definitely match the pace on the field, but a fast break play opens up, but Chicago gets back in time.
Now Classics with the counterattack. That's going to be sent away, but another one in from Chicago. Corrupted G there as well, doesn't have anybody to pass to, so it goes all the way out to Classics. Looking for Chicago again, pass not quite exactly where it needed to be. And now the Chiefs, they can get back on the offensive end. They want to have a ton of shots. You can get a lot of shots against this EG team. They've made a lot of saves. Torsas having to make a save there for the Chiefs.
It was a close one. You had a fullback going in, trying to take out that last man back, but just missed. Poor shot there from Drippe, gonna turn this ball over, and a good touch from Classics to get it over to Corrupted G to start this offensive surge.
Kami, that's gonna be for Torsas now. Good challenge by Classics, but nobody able to crash the net quick enough. So now they have to go all the way back to their own end before starting another counterattack. Classics to center. Corrupted G just banging one off the side for Chicago, and the last remaining rookie not able to find the net there. Now Kami over Classics. Torsas there, and his shot's gonna go to the side. The pressure's there for the Chiefs. Kami thought about coming up, instead has to turn away. Kami will try this time, and a challenge by Corrupted G means no shot.
And a very wanted fresh breath of air there from Evil Geniuses. All three members were under 20 boost right there, but a poor touch from Chicago leaves that up. But there's Classics. Every time you see him, he is in the right place at the right time.
Oh, two players ran into each other. Very reminiscent of our grand finals last season, but it does not cost the Chiefs. Now Classics. He may try to take this himself. Leaves it for Gabe instead. And now Chicago banking one out. It's sent all the way downfield. It's been a steady dose of offense for Evil Geniuses now. Chiefs trying to turn it around. Not a whole lot happening though on the offensive end for the Chiefs this go around. Chicago didn't get a clean touch here. It's Drippé's shot off the crossbar, off Chicago and in.
He was trying his best to get out of the way as quick as possible, but just a wonderful bar down shot from Drippé, putting him in a very precarious position, and the Chiefs take the lead in the second half of this game.
Drippé's officially 10th goal of this LAN. And now Kami to start things off. A double kill from Classics and Chicago. Corrupted G has everything to shoot at, but could not get it under the bar. The save made as well. Chicago will have a look. That's going to be wide.
Yeah, that ball was right above the net. Very hard to get a lot of power on those and find the accuracy. So it was on target, but just way too soft. The defender able to get back in time, but it's not over. Chicago keeping the pressure, and here comes Drippé.
Yeah, every time Drippé's got the ball on his hood, it is kind of lean forward time. He has been something special for the Chiefs here in this World Championship.
Not just the Chiefs, but the entire region. Don't forget, this is not only the OCE MVP, but also the golden striker of the league.
Kami right there at Chicago. Teams will play back and forth for a moment. Who's going to take over? It's going to be Torsos and Chiefs eSports Club. Drippé for himself, and a good save by Chicago, his third of the game. But Evil Geniuses need to get back on the offensive end. They have less than a minute to work with, and a good challenge by Torsos, disrupting that passing play going downfield.
Couple opportunities left for Evil Geniuses, but they've got to get this ball out of their half, and they have to all get boosted up to create some type of offense, and no one going down the field with Chicago just going to turn this ball over.
Oh, great play by Drippé, around one, but Corrupted G there for the challenge. Classics has to turn on this with 15 to go. Torsos another big clear. That's all Chiefs need to do, kill the clock. Get the ball on the orange half of the field for as long as they can. Only 5 seconds remain. Chicago, it's all on the rookie, and he's denied by Kami. Corrupted G shot is swatted down, and the Chiefs take game one.
The Chiefs are playing so smart right now and so calm. On the defensive end of the field, they are so spread out. You see no double commits, no over-aggression, and that's just causing the offense of Evil Geniuses to just completely get shut down right now.
Again, a player like Chicago, as much as he has meant to Evil Geniuses, when you see him getting a savior medal instead of, say, a playmaker or a hat trick, that's got to be cause for concern for Evil Geniuses. They need him involved in the attack, and meanwhile, the Chiefs, we talked about Drippé outscoring both of his teammates combined. It continues. His 10th, only 3 behind Squishy Muffins and Chaussette, who are tied for the lead in goals with 13.
Yeah, Evil Geniuses trying to figure out how to break through that defense of the Chiefs right now. They really should try to open things up with some bumps, demos, any type of aggressive play in the net. You know me, I love the Smash Mouth Rocket League.
You could hear it in the background there, the Aussie, Aussie, Aussie chants for Evil Geniuses. Being a North American team on NA soil, you would expect that the crowd would be 100% behind them. Not the case. The OCE teams here, the Chiefs, they're the darlings here of the Orleans Arena. They absolutely have the crowd on their side, and as this series goes on, it could become hostile territory for Evil Geniuses, not just up against a world-class opponent, but maybe up against the thousands of fans here in Las Vegas as well. Game number 2 underway. Kami looking for a highlight reel play to set things up. Instead, it'll be Classics to take it away. Another touch needed, he's got it. That's right at Kami through the middle. Corrupted G is there, but now Evil Geniuses have to scramble back. It's Torsos throwing one to the side. Another chance in front. Torsos trying to interfere with Classics. Nothing doing. Corrupted G waiting at the back, maybe for this shot in from Torsos. It drops down and it bounces away. Classics will help it out of the zone as well.
Torsos ran out of boost at the worst possible time there. He almost was able to connect on that double tap, but right now the Chiefs are just perfect in their rotations. Every time there's a loose ball, some member of this team is challenging it.
Loose in front there. It looked like Kami had an opportunity. Instead, it's a counterattack. Chance for Corrupted G. And he hit it off the post. Nobody was home, and we remain tied at 0.
He has to bury those if Evil Genius is going to stand any type of chance in this match. All three members pushed up, unable to put any pressure on this ball.
Torsos has everything to look for here. Not able to find a teammate. Drippe coming onto this. That's trouble for Evil Geniuses. He's around 1, and Corrupted G drops it to the corner.
That's too long of a pass there. Yeah, Kami reads that all day long. Classics just sitting down on the ground. He has to go up and get that.
Another chance here for Evil Geniuses. Corrupted G looking to center. He cannot. And Kami and this Chiefs defense work their way back to the Evil Geniuses half. Drippe up first. Challenged by Classics. Here's Corrupted G in the middle. Denied by Kami. The shot right at him. Kami back the other way, and a shot just wide. Nobody home for Evil Geniuses. So now both teams have had a miss on what was effectively an empty net.
Yeah, Corrupted G has had his opportunities, that is for sure, but unable to find the back of the net so far. 0% shooting accuracy in this match.
Now Drippe back downfield. Corrupted G taking that midfield boost on his way back. Let's see if he puts it to good use. He's lurking there, but now he's on his way all the way back. Classics there as well. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication, but Evil Genius is still able to get out of the zone. Corrupted G, that goes underneath Kami. He's got backup from Torsos. Chicago needs to center this ball. Instead, he's gone by, trying to take out Kami. Nobody there as Corrupted G a little late. Thought Torsos had the touch. Torsos fakes him out. Still looking for anybody to touch this ball, and finally, it's going to be Corrupted G who bombs it away. Loose ball in front now after the miss out of the corner, and Torsos there. Drippe off the crossbar and sent away by Chicago.
That was almost an own goal, very close to going in, but Evil Genius is playing very sloppy right now. Want to see them try and just calm it down, go back to the play that we saw yesterday.
Remember, it was Drippe's goal officially. That was the difference in game number 1, but it did go in off of Chicago, hitting off the crossbar. Corrupted G with a drive. That's going to be high. No follow-up, at least nothing immediately. Chicago will try. Kami is there. That's a great clear all the way downfield, just outside the dotted lines. And Corrupted G will reset for EG. Another chance out for Kami. And that's sent across, but high.
I'm loving the patience right now from the Chiefs on the defensive end. They're waiting until they have a for sure touch on that ball. They're winning almost every single 50-50 in their defensive zone.
Corrupted G all day to send this one away, but it's only as far as Drippe. Great touch to find Kami, and the shot saved by Chicago. Again, having to put in a lot of work on the defensive end. Oh, that's a lateral pass out. Good thing Kami was there for the Chiefs. Another play off the backboard. Kami looking to finish. Now Torsos a worm burner, and Chiefs have the lead again.
Just a wide open net, and there is no way, no how that Torsos is ever gonna miss this shot. The defense breaks down for Evil Geniuses, and once again, the Chiefs find themselves in the lead.
A late goal in game 1 stood up for the Chiefs. They've got an even later goal in game 2. Could it be yet another 1-0 scoreline? Classics just to throw one off to the side. More desperation than anything as Evil Geniuses try to muster any offense in this series. Chicago's got a full tank. One more pass.
There it is.
For Corrupted G. Tie game.
There it is. He has finally found his mark, but look at the setup from Chicago. Goes into the corner, gets that really nice touch under the ball to lift it up so Corrupted G can put it low in that bottom corner of the net, and we're all tied up. 15 seconds to go.
Corrupted G coming into this the lowest scoring member. Take it for what it's worth. They scored 9, 8, and 7 goals coming into this series. A well-balanced attack for Evil Geniuses as they have fought through this World Championship. Almost to overtime, not quite there yet. Drippe's got to kill this, and he does, right amongst a swarm of EG attackers.
Smart play there. He went up, basically faking that shot, and there it is, Classics. He's known for being able to kill those kickoffs, does exactly that, and Chicago follows it up.
Oh, Corrupted G could have a look at this. Instead, Kami has it all the way downfield. Drippe around the corner, stopped by Chicago. It's gonna have to be a clever passing play. You'd have to think that sets up the game winner. Kami back to Torsos, and it's blocked away. Now Classics, he's got options. Instead, Drippe makes sure none of those options matter. This is trouble for Evil Geniuses, and Chicago clears off the backboard.
I love the presence of mind right there from Chicago. He knew there was no pressure on that ball, so he could hit it up. He knew Corrupted G had his back on that back wall, but they're not out of deep water just yet as the OCE Giants are pressing forward.
Corrupted G for Classics. The Evil Geniuses hype man trying to get EG back into this series. Drippe, crucial touch, but he needed to be better, and he makes up for it with a big-time save.
Corrupted G had left or right. He decided to go straight on and low, and it was red all day long from the defender.
Corrupted G will try again, denied by Drippe. He'll have another opportunity. This ball gets by Torsos. Only Kami at the back, and Kami is able to do just enough to stop the attack. Now Classics battling with Torsos. Drippe now, big clear downfield. Has Kami down there, but a good touch along the back line from Corrupted G. Almost into our 3rd minute of overtime. Torsos retreating, missed that midfield boost, but he's got it now to challenge Corrupted G. Kami, double touch option, no, it's gonna be sent away by Classics. Both these teams, you have to imagine the nerves have to be almost unbearable for the average player. Good touch from Classics, but nobody there to receive that pass. Mistakes at this point amplified so much, like that one right there, and Chicago hits double digits with his 10th goal of the championship.
Yeah, you called it, Stacks. Drippe should have had that clear, and Chicago says, thank you very much. We will not only win this game, but tie this series up. Evil Geniuses strike when you least expect it. They're starting to find their rhythm in this series, and that's a scary thought if you're on the opposite side.
Boy, the Evil Geniuses, they were so quiet for so long in this series, but there you see the game-tying goal, and you can hear what Evil Geniuses had to say.
Go. Play fast, play smart.
Yeah, we just got to play fast.
We were playing really good this game. We just did it.
And you heard it right there. Play fast and play smart. That is exactly what this team needs to do, and I'm glad that they realize it, because one way you can beat the Chiefs is by outsmarting them. The Chiefs have played so smart, especially in game 1, waiting for hits from Evil Geniuses. So Evil Geniuses say, hey, we're gonna outsmart you. This is not a checkers match anymore. We're playing chess.
4D chess at that. Of course, how fitting that the team named Evil Geniuses, putting an emphasis on playing smart. If they keep that up, they've got as good a chance as anybody. Remember, back on day 1, after they'd beaten Tainted Minds, they did go the distance against Dignitas, really the heavy favorite remaining in this tournament. That's a long way off, of course. But Evil Geniuses are back in this series after an overtime win in game number 2. Now we go to Neo Tokyo for game 3, a pivotal game in this series. And for Evil Geniuses, a team that's already played 3 game 5s, it's looking like they could have a 4th one with these two teams not having a whole lot between them. We are underway in game number 3, Evil Geniuses and the Chiefs, the last hope for the Oceania region. And Corrupted G will kick things off with a big clear downfield. who's going to take control early on. Corrupted G looking for Chicago and finding him, but also finding Torsos. Another shot in from Classics. He was relatively quiet on day one until it mattered the most. Waiting for Classics to show up here on day three, as he always seems to do when the chips are down, as his shot there denied by Kami.
Classics trying to find the back door there. Good presence of mind to try and find that open net, but unfortunately Kami was there and able to close that door on his fingers.
Chicago battling with Kami in the corner, and Corrupted G making a big save, as he's done so often here at the World Championship. There's a miss from Torsos. Corrupted G to the backboard and trying to take advantage of some shoddy defense, but the shot's gonna go well wide from Chicago. Another opportunity. Here comes Corrupted G again. A challenge in front, and Chicago there in case Drippe wasn't perfect.
Chiefs have numbers.
They have numbers. They also have Corrupted G back to defend to Evil Geniuses, and it's enough to start maybe another counterattack. Kami, giveaway to Classics. Good challenge there at midfield. It's going to be Evil Geniuses coming out again. Chicago missing from the ceiling, so all Classics does just take some boost, try to set up for the long game. Now Chicago again against Torsos. Boy, a lot of challenges up near the ceiling. Chicago will try again, but nobody in front to pass to. Corrupted G also on his way to the corner. We heard Evil Geniuses talking about playing smart. Not the greatest start, certainly not what they were looking for to start game three. Another opportunity there from Drippe. Torsos in amongst those orange cars, nothing doing. Now Chicago will bomb it away, and that's really been the best look that the Chiefs have had.
Yeah, and the difference maker so far in this series is the Chiefs are really controlling the boost all over the field, and on top of that, great boost management. And you can see that. Classics is aware he's trying to get some boost steals to kind of counter back, but he's putting himself out of position doing so.
Really waiting for someone to have a high quality opportunity. That one as good as any. Still sent away by Classics. Torsos will center again for Drippe! Boomer! And a lead for the Chiefs again!
And just a fantastic pass here from Torsos. The communication on point. And Drippe finding the side of the net. And once again, the Chiefs getting the lead in this match. Now, can they hold on to it?
Make that 11 goals in the World Championship for Drippe, as Classics tries to start the offense for Evil Geniuses, looking for another answer. They've been behind in all three games so far. Torsos around the corner, easily stopped by Classics, but not out of the woods by any means. Chicago now needs to take this himself all the way downfield. Didn't have anybody moving downfield with him. Does take out Torsos. Now Classics needs one more touch, does not have it, and Torsos will just throw it back at the backboard. Another challenge by Classics sends this downfield. Evil Geniuses have a little more energy now, and Drippe makes a huge save.
What a save. He gets underneath that ball to make sure that momentum carries it above the net and goes off the crossbar. Good heads-up play from him, and a better save from Kami.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward ball too, because you don't expect a shot to come in from there, but that was on line coming around the corner. Kami with another clear out, but not out of the zone again. Here comes EG with a minute to go, and Chicago not able to get one inside the post. Classics will try now. He's denied by Drippe. Corrupted G for Classics, and Chicago, and intercepted by Drippe, doing it on both sides of the field.
And doing it with zero boost in the tank as well. Good heads-up play from him to push into this offensive zone, and Drippe trying to pinch that off Chicago. There was no one in net for EG.
Evil Geniuses pushing again with 30 seconds left. Corrupted G needs to turn on it, but he can't get a lot of power. The demo from Classics means nothing as the Chiefs stand tall on defense again.
Less than 30 seconds to go. This is one push they wanted to have. They've got one more in the tank besides a last-ditch effort.
Torsos looking to put this game away, but he cannot. Kami banking another one in. EG, you know they want to break out of the zone. That wasn't great from Chicago at all. They're going the wrong way with only 3 seconds left. They're going to need short of a miracle here, and Classics does have that to the back wall, and it does touch down just in front of the corner. The Chiefs are 1 win away from keeping the OCE dream alive.
This team just will not go away. Anytime you think you have them on the ropes, they come back fighting even harder. I love this squad. They have proven that OCE is a region to be reckoned with.
Not many shots at all in that game. If you thought during about the halfway point of that game that, wow, nobody's going to score in this game, I mean, you weren't wrong. There were only 8 shots total, 6 of them belonging to the Chiefs, and nobody really standing out other than, of course, Drippe, who did ultimately score.
Yeah, and that's all due to the fact to the perfect placement on the field of every single member of this Chiefs team. That you're not seeing them pushed out of position, you're not seeing double commits, you're not seeing clears without a purpose. Every single ball that they're hitting is going to a teammate or to a region of the field that an Evil Geniuses player is not.
I think if you asked all of these players to just put their hand out and hold it as steady as possible, I don't think any of them would be able to, but you wouldn't know it looking at the stage. They know they have a lot on their shoulders right now, a lot of pressure, and they are handling it just fine, including the rookie Chicago, who has, again, he's been a superstar all weekend long, but his Evil Geniuses team, they are facing elimination to the Chiefs. The Chiefs trying to avenge the defeat from Tainted Minds earlier in day 1 against Evil Geniuses. Do or die for North America's EG as we're underway in game 4.
Yeah, and so far in this series, Classics has been relatively quiet, not too much from him. And for this team to succeed, especially in a LAN environment, they need him to wake up. They need his energy.
Chicago for Classics, waiting for him to have that big shot. He does not have it here. Chicago will try again to center. Classics all the way across, and he'll have to wait for Kami's touch. Torsos to send another one around. That's easily dealt with by Corrupted G. Corrupted G, he's had to put in a lot of work defensively. Really, everybody has on this Evil Geniuses side. And Chicago, with Torsos trying to ram him out of the way, able to get a clear, maybe a shot as well, and a goal, and the rookie comes through for EG.
Nerves of steel, was able to get that save, and then Corrupted G sees him streaking down the field. He calls out outlet and doesn't even have to slow down, puts it in the upper 90, and Evil Geniuses find their first game goal of this series.
The 19th game that Evil Geniuses have played in this World Championship, and finally the first game in this series where they score first. But they've got 4 minutes to make it hold up. Here comes Drippe, the leading scorer in all of Oceania. Could finish this LAN the leading scorer if he has a few more opportunities. Chicago, blocked by Torsos. This will go all the way down to Kami now, coming up on 3.5 to go. Chiefs not used to trailing as this series has gone on. Oh, they have not trailed at any point until that first goal, actually, by Chicago. Here's Kami here, his shot, high and wide. Torsos, backboard, Corrupted G is right there.
There you go, that's good clearing right there, going side to side. Make the Chiefs use a lot of boosts to try and get there, and look at Classics beating Torsos on that ball.
You gotta feel like if you're Evil Geniuses, look, it's nice to play these low-scoring games to some extent, but you gotta have an insurance goal at some point, because it's only a matter of time before this crowd starts getting behind the Chiefs. And once that happens, all bets are off. Corrupted G and Classics, it looks like, trying to pinch this out of the zone, and Chicago forced to make yet another save.
Yeah, Classics needs to just take a deep breath, starting to double commit a little bit. Maybe he thinks he needs to do too much, but he just needs to settle down and play the game that he's used to playing.
Kami trying to throw this out of the zone. Instead, he's met by Chicago. Here comes Evil Geniuses again, looking for that second goal and finding a demo from Drippe. Taking out Classics, but Torsos can't capitalize. Maybe Drippe can, and usually the sharpshooting Drippe not able to find the net this time.
Oh, no pressure on that one. Drippe coming in a little too late to be able to put a shot on, and a good clear from Corrupted G up to Chicago, just a little off his mark.
Classics looking for his first goal of the series. Instead, he meets Old Ironsides, the crossbar to the rescue
There
for
it
the
is,
Chiefs,
there it
but
is.
they're scrambling around. Nobody challenges the ball again, but the shot is way off the mark.
Chiefs holding on by a thread off of that offensive push from Evil Geniuses, but they still have yet to get the ball out of the zone, and they are low on boost.
Corrupted G battling in the corner with Torsos. Classics will take over for Chicago, trying to redirect one, trying to throw off the defense of the Chiefs, and Corrupted G will not have a double tap. Now Chicago against Kami. Good ball out of the corner from Kami. Torsos puts one in. It's another own goal for EG, but the Chiefs will take it.
And look at this pass out of the corner. Kami hitting Torsos perfectly, and Torsos puts it up high. Classics can do nothing other than scramble, goes off of his car, and we have a tie game. The Chiefs so close to putting Evil Geniuses to bed.
It has been a wild roller coaster ride between Evil Geniuses and Chiefs. It just seems almost like destiny that we're supposed to see a fifth game, but there's still a lot to be determined. A minute is going to feel like an eternity for both of these teams. Kami from the ceiling, nothing doing as Corrupted G will clear it away. Out of the corner for Drippe. Torsos has to take over. Here come the Chiefs, all three of them in a line at midfield, and they have to disperse. Classics with a good intercept coming up on the final 30 seconds. Who's going to make the mistake? Who's going to make the big play? It's Torsos with 33 to go!
Look at the pass off of the ceiling. Kami goes up high and lets gravity do the rest. Torsos fires that on net, and a little miscommunication could cost EG the game.
33 seconds separating Evil Geniuses from elimination in this tournament, separating the Chiefs from a showdown with Cloud9. This will drop down in front. Nobody there to score what would have been certainly the clinching goal, if that one from Torsos was not enough. Corrupted G with only Kami back. Kami has to buy his teammates time. Here comes EG. It's Classics, and he's just wide.
Corrupted G!
Corrupted denied by Kami. Final seconds ticking away, and Evil Geniuses are down to their final strike. Classics needs to keep this up, get some help from Chicago, it drops!